Danny Flexen here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined by promoter Dmitry Salita here in London. Dmitry, how are you?
I'm doing great. Very excited about this press conference. Tremendous turnout, tremendous energy from the fighters, and I think we're going to have a real special night September 10th.
You spoke very eloquently up on the press conference about just what inspiration Claressa Shields has been to boxers, female sportswomen on the whole around the world. Where does this, headlining her fight against Savannah Marshall, all-female card for the first time on Sky Sports, where does that rank in terms of her achievements in your view?
I think at the very top. To see Sky's support in terms of the media, the promotion for this fight, the press conference, the build-up, I don't believe it's ever been done before. And it's going to have tremendous positive effect on culture, on women's sports, and on women's boxing. And I think that fights like this, two fighters in the peak of their careers, champions, both want to be the best, both not shy about their chances to win. That's what raises the sport to the next level. And I really believe that this fight is going to live up to all its expectations. And Claressa Shields is going to show you why she's the GOAT.
When you were a pro yourself and when you were first breaking into the management side of boxing, could you ever have envisioned... The promotional side of boxing, could you ever have envisioned that you would do something like this, that female boxing would be so much further forward?
Well, in 2016, before the Claressa's second Olympics, I was reading the Weekend Wall Street Journal, and there was a small article about her. And I read about her history, about her previous Olympics, what she has done. She's from Flint, Michigan. And it was when Hillary Clinton was running for president of the United States. So it was the right time for someone like Claressa. And I read this story and I was like, wow, this is the best athlete this is the best boxer coming out of the 2020 Olympics. Because there could be other great men fighters, and not to take anything away from anybody, but there can only be one Claressa Shields. The things that she has done and the doors that she has opened, not only in boxing, I think in women's sports and culture, because it's like a domino effect when things happen in a positive way. And Claressa knows who she is. She knows her place in the world of culture. She knows what she's doing. And it's really incredible. And then I had no way to connect with Claressa at that point in time. She won a second Olympic gold medal. She made a pro debut on the Andrei Ward Kovalev card. And many different promoters were after her. And I found a way to get in touch with her, and I met her in Flint, Michigan, and told her my goals and my plans. And her second professional fight, which was with me, she was the main event on Showtime, on ShowBox. First woman in the history of the sport to headline premium cable network television at MGM Detroit, a premier venue, sold out, amazing ratings, and that was the start of our journey. So, I really believe that it's destiny, and for which I'm very grateful for, to be aligned with such a great athlete. She's the Muhammad Ali, the PELE, the Michael Jordan of our generation. And her success in boxing transcends sports, transcends the sport of boxing. And really the build-up that Sky is going to give this thing is really going to be incredible. And the fact that it's on ESPN, the number one network in sports in the United States, is really quite incredible. And these things drive the sport of boxing to the next level. And, and Claressa is the one that opened the door for everyone.
You said there was a lot of competition for her signature when she decided to turn over. What was the flavour of the way you sold it to her that you should be the man to take her forward?
I don't necessarily have the gift of gab in terms of just talking. I like to truthfully say what I can accomplish and what I can do, and my vision for her. And when I met her, and prior to meeting her, just reading about all her accomplishments, what she has overcome, in boxing, I'm a promoter, right? I try to sign fighters that have tremendous amateur careers, right? Why? Because it shows who they are. When you're an amateur boxer, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but overall, you look at the consistency. This guy won the national tournament, international tournament. It means that things happen in your life. You broke up with your girlfriend, someone passed away, someone got sick. You still win. You're still able to deal with it and be consistent and be successful. Claressa had difficulties in life that few regular boxers face. Even the ones that go through regular life, she grew up in a very difficult environment in Flint, Michigan. And when women's boxing wasn't a business, and she did it, and she accomplished things that were never accomplished before. So I knew as a person that this is a very special human being. This is a very special person. It's a very special athlete, and I knew that she had the ingredients to be great and to be here. So while I didn't know particularly that we would have Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall, I did have a feeling that she was destined for greatness, and I'm, very thankful to the good Lord that things have fallen into place, and obviously very thankful to Claressa that she has chosen to work with me, and it's been, a 5+ year journey, and we've participated in some mega events together, and this is going to be on top of the list as to the fight itself, and certainly what it accomplishes for sometimes sporting events transcend the sport and become bigger than the sport, and I think this is one of these events.
And how much does it mean to you personally to bring her over to fight in the UK for the first time as well?
So my job as a promoter is to help Claressa reach her potentials in every way inside the ring. So it's not me, it's Claressa that chose to come here. It's Claressa that wants to fight Savannah Marshall. Savannah didn't want to go to the United States. When I first met Claressa, in our conversation, she said, Dmitry, I trust in you, make the biggest and the best fights. So, Savannah, I heard her talk in an interview that they did together, and Claressa said, well, you haven't really fought anybody. And Savannah said, you know what, it's very hard for us to fight opponents that would fight me. Every fight we had this challenge with Claressa, and we did what we had to do, paid more money, other things, whatever you have to do to get it done, you get it done. And her fourth professional fight, she fought a champion who was 17-0, and she won the title, and every fight has been historic. Every fight has been something significant on the line. So we've, put ourselves to the test, and put our action to where our words are, to make sure that Claressa, as the great athlete that she is, has a chance to reach every one of those milestones that she set out for herself. So I'm very grateful to participate in this incredible first event for boxing in the UK, and to work together with Boxer, and to participate in this mega fight. I think this was exciting, but I believe like wine, it's only going to get better and better.
And just finally, you know Claressa as well as anyone in boxing. Do you feel she's misunderstood?
I think that sometimes people, I think that people may look at a clip or tweet or whatever and judge her without thinking about who she is, where she's come from, what she's doing, and looking at the kind of the greater story. Claressa is an incredible person. Incredible. In Flint, they just named the street after her, which is like, for someone who's an active athlete, I don't remember that happening. So she's a real pillar of hope and example in the community. She still lives in Flint. So when she walks in the streets in Flint and Michigan, kids that have challenges, people that have issues and problems, they see that Claressa grew up here, and now she has a nice house, she drives a nice car, she's on television, she's a celebrity, she's made it. I can make it. And that's so important that people see it, and that's why she's a true example. And people say don't meet your heroes, meet Claressa Shields, because she's the real deal. What you see is what you get, and she wants to be the best and help people inside and outside the ring, for sure. Help and inspire people inside and outside the ring. I want to say one more thing. We had this press conference. Claressa has a camp for kids in Flint, kids that she helps out, and she had to rearrange her schedule to make sure to attend this press conference, because camp for these kids is more important to her than the glitz and glamour. That's who she is, and that's really all you need to know. So when you look at Claressa being proud of her accomplishments and answering to somebody who's trying to say something about her on social media, that's a normal response, because she still hasn't gotten the respect that she deserves. But we're on our way.
Dmitry, really, really appreciate it, and best of luck, obviously, in September.
Always a great honor to be on SecondsOut, and it shows how big this fight is, that the biggest YouTube channel in boxing is covering this event, and interviewed myself, Claressa, Savannah, Peter Fury, and all the principals involved with this event. Really incredible.
Thank you.